Welcome to Crojo Corner. My name is Laura. Thank you so much for being here. And if you were watching the replay, thank you so much as well. I had a really good morning today. I just got home from having breakfast with my oldest friend of 47 years today. We went to a pancake house down the street and it was really good. And our birthdays are only 2 days apart, so we exchanged some birthday gifts and she got me some bougie yarn. Look at this hand-dyed yarn. And this is from an antique store that is not too far from our house. And I actually already have one hank from this dyer. So now I have two. Isn't that gorgeous? She really surprised me with that. And then if you open it up, there's like way more purple in here. Isn't that pretty? And I hope everyone is doing good today. And I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day. How was everyone's Mother's Day? Today we have 40 free crochet summer patterns that I'm going to share with you. But I wanted to show you what I got for Mother's Day. My husband got me some beautiful roses, and we went to a fiber mill in Allegan, Michigan. It's not really a fiber mill. It's like a weaving place, but they do sell yarn mill ends, and it's called Old Mill Yarn. And I did get some yarn from there and a couple other things, and I'm going to put those in my video when I do the tour. But I wanted this from Ice Yarns, so my husband got this for me. Let's see if I can block out the light. Now, this is 100% cotton yarn from Ice Yarn, so I got a nice big package of that. I think I got 12 altogether. They put them in a couple of different packages. So I want to make a summer blouse out of that, and this is called Mona Lisa. It's really pretty. If the light wasn't so blown it out, it would look even better. I love this color, and it's 100% cotton, so it should be nice and light for the summer. And then yesterday my daughter was at Dollar Tree and she called me and she's like, "Would you like she asked me if I needed a needle pillow." I'm like, "You mean a pin cushion?" And I thought that was really cute. But she got me this cute little pin cushion from the Dollar Tree, and it has like a little wrist thing on it for so you can put it around your arm while you're doing stuff. So if you are into sewing or if you need a pin cushion, the Dollar Tree has them. So welcome in, everybody. We'll be checking out our patterns here in just a few minutes. Let me start going through the chat real quick. And Carrie says, "Oh, I'm walking out the door at exactly the same time this begins, and I have to drive, so I can't even have my phone on. Oh, man." And Carrie says, "I'm so sorry. I keep missing both Crojo and Ursula too. Aw, well, have a good day. Stay safe driving, and hopefully you can catch the replay and make it next week." And Sheila says, "Hi, everyone. Hi, Sheila. How are you? It's good to see you." And Cami says, "Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm just getting settled in from work. Well, kick back and relax, Cami, because we've got some great free patterns to show you." And Ronell says, "Oh, wow, I get to watch all today. I'm not having to leave to get my granddaughter. Mama's off. Hi, everyone." Well, that's awesome, Ronell. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. And Jennifer says, "Hi, Laura and Chad." Hi, Jennifer. How are you? It's good to see you. And Becky says, "Hello, everyone." Hi, Becky. And let's see. Elizabeth says, "Hi, y'all. I'm listening while I'm driving on my lunch break." Okay, be careful driving. No looking at the screen. And Jeanette says, "Hi, Laura and everyone in the chat." Hi, Jeanette. How are you today? And Michelle Crochets in Kansas says, "Hello. Hi, Michelle. How are you? It's good to see you." And Jennifer just joined the Crojo Club. And let's just welcome her in with this. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. And Jojo Juju says, "Hi, Laura," and "Hi, everyone." Hello, Jojo. How are you? It's good to see you. And if you would like to drop the link to your channel, just type in Crojo Corner, all one word, like Michelle did, and Nightbot will drop your link as long as everyone doesn't do it at the same time. And let's see here. Becky says, "Hi, Laura. I'm happy to be listening while at work." Awesome. I appreciate you being here, Becky. "Hi, Roberta. How are you?" She says hello to everyone. And Becky says, "Wow, that is some gorgeous yarn. How fun." Yeah, it was fun. 47 years is great, says Jennifer. Yes. I was 6 years old when we moved here from Florida. And she lived 2 doors down from me my entire life until I moved out. And we're still friends. So that's awesome. Amy Long to Crochet says, "Morning, Laura. That yarn is beautiful." Thanks, Amy. And thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Hi, Shatika. How are you? It's good to see you. Hello, not the end. Thank you so much for being here. It's good to see you. And Sheila says, back with my TV dinner. All right. Sit back and relax. Hi, Angel Renee today. She says, hi, everyone. Summer tops, my fave. This is summer tops. We've got all kinds of different summer everything. So I did a whole summer tops video a couple of weeks ago or last week or something, but this is all summer stuff. So you'll be able to find something that you like, I am sure. So let's go ahead and pull up our patterns. And I have a lot to show you guys. Oh, wait, summer tops. This is wrong here. Hold on one sec. Summer tops. Hold on one sec. So what is everybody up to today? Let's see here. Why am I not finding my... Here we go, beach patterns. These are all beachy patterns and summer patterns. So let's start this off. I have tons. Okay, so I've got bags, I've got apparel, I've got household stuff, and these are all free patterns that you can get off of Ravelry. So pull up a tab on your computer or get a notepad out and write it down, or write it in the notes of your phone, the title of the pattern and the designer, and you'll be able to find them, you know. And a lot of these you can have a free Ravelry download. Some of them you have to go to a blog. So this is the first one. This is called the Caribbean Beaches Tote Bag, and this is using worsted weight yarn and a 5 and a 5.5 millimeter hook. Super cute. And I like how you can buy the handles and attach them. This is really pretty. Doesn't zoom in, but it looks nice. I like the texture on it, and I like the colors. Very nice. And this is by Elaine Phillips, and it's called the Caribbean Beaches Tote Bag. And these are all free patterns, and you'll only need 200 to 300 yards for this, and that is awesome. Now this one is called the Colorful Beach Tote. This is by Jennifer E. Ryan, and it's using a 10 millimeter hook, so it should work up really quick. And let's see here. This is a free pattern. And look at how nice that is. You could really shove a lot of beach stuff in there. It would be perfect. I bet that would work up really quick. My daughter actually just left for the beach. It's supposed to drop. It is right now at 73 degrees and sunny. It's supposed to go up to 80, and then it's supposed to drop down into the 50s within 2 hours. So we have some crazy weather here in Northwest Indiana. And let me just show you this one, and then I'll go back to chat. This is called the Beachy Keen Cover Up by Bernat Design Studio, and this is using bulky weight and an 8 millimeter hook, and it's in size extra small up to a 5XL. So that is really size inclusive, which is awesome. Look at how cute this is. I love it. That is really cute. There's one for a little girl. I need to make one of those. Isn't that nice? I really like that. Let me go back to chat real quick and catch up, and then we will continue looking at all these free patterns. And Willing Around with Joy says, hello, Laura, and all of the chat. Hello, Joy. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Sabrina says, hi, everyone. Good morning, Laura, and friends in the chat. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? It's good to see you. And Becky says, I love long-standing friendships. My oldest is 50 years since we were 8. That's awesome, Becky. That is the best. You know, the girl, I don't have a lot of friends. I mean, I have a lot of acquaintances and people that I consider my friends, but I don't have a lot of like really super close friends. But the ones that I do, they've been my friend ever since I was a kid, you know, so that really, it means a lot. And Sabrina just gave me a super chat. Thank you so much, Sabrina. And this is for you, my friend. Thank you, Sabrina. I really appreciate that. Hi, Jessie. How are you? It's good to see you. Sabrina says, pretty bag. Yes, isn't that pretty? I love the colors they had used on that. Jessie says, Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up, everyone. That's right. Please give me the thumbs. They really do help. And let's see, Zach says, "Hey, Crojo, how are you? Sorry I'm late, y'all. I was outside. Hi, Zach. How are you? We just got started, so you didn't miss much." And Nisi says, "Hello, I have you running. I'm outside working in the blueberry bush cage." Ooh, awesome. Thank you for leaving me running. I appreciate it. And I expect some blueberry muffins to be sent to my address listed in the description box below. Just kidding. And Sabrina says, "Yes, thummies for our dear Laura. That would be awesome." Elaine says, "Hello, all. Hi, Elaine. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that." And Sabrina says, "Very cute." Yes, I know. I love that. Zach says, "I work soon. I got to head out in 30 minutes. Okay, don't you be late to work." And Sherry says, "Hey, Laura and everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. Crochet and Knitting Addiction with Sherry." And Zach is saying hello to everybody. And Poppy's here. Hi, Crojo and everybody in the chat. It's good to see you, Poppy. Thank you for coming in. And Sabrina says, "You're welcome, honey. Thank you. You're so sweet." And Elaine's giving the thumbs. And Sabrina says, "I love the green color of that yarn." Oh, I know. Isn't it pretty? And Zach is saying hello to Angel. All right, I'm caught up in the chat. Let's head back to some more summer free patterns here. And this was called the Beachy Keen Cover Up. Now this is called 023 Beach Cover Up by Emmy Harrington using worsted weight and a 9mm hook. This is free. All of the patterns I'm showing you today are absolutely free. And they are all beach or summer themed. And this is really cute. This is a tunic style, or you could wrap it around and use it as a skirt, which I think is pretty cool. And it also comes with a free video tutorial, which is also nice. I like both. You know, I really like to have a video tutorial. That really helps. And Amazing Grace bathing suit wrap. This is absolutely free. This is using a 6.5mm hook and thread. And you will need 550 to 650 yards. Super cute. I love that. Although I don't crochet with thread, so I won't be making that, but maybe somebody here will, but it won't be me. I love that. That's really cute. Okay, and then here is a wrap. This is called It's a Wrap by Kirsten Bishop. This is using fingering weight and a 3.5mm hook. And this is a Ravelry download pattern. And it's absolutely free. Look at how pretty that is. I love that. And then here's the top. And then here is the back. That's really pretty. Really, really pretty. And let's see here. And it's available in sizes 8 to 30. So, wow, you could really, anybody could pretty much wear that. That's awesome. And then we have this awesome North Shore cover up. And this is using worsted weight in a 6mm and a 6.5mm. And it needs 750 to 1,000 yards. And it comes in sizes small, medium, and large. This is really pretty too. It doesn't zoom in. Oh, yeah, it did. It's really cute. Oh, look, and she wore it over a dress. That's different. That's different. And this is by Anne Regis, and it's called North Shore Cover Up. And you're using worsted weight yarn and a 6.5mm hook. Now, here's something cute if you have a beach house or if you just want to, you know, decorate for the summer. This is called Coastal Wall Hanging. This is in UK terms, and it's using DK weight and a 3.5mm hook. Super cute. I wonder if you copied and pasted a UK termed pattern and put it into Chat GPT, if they could translate it into US terms. I'm gonna have to try that. Isn't that really cute? I love the way they hung it on a piece of driftwood like that. That's a really cute decoration. And then here's the seagull. Then you've got your lighthouse. How cute is that? And a little fishy. And a little sea cabin. Isn't that cute? All right, let me go back to chat real quick and catch up. Jennifer is greeting everyone. Thank you, Jennifer. Hi, Inga. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And Sabrina says, nice, so cute. Hi, Sandrine. How are you? It's good to see you. Renee says, hi, Zach, and more. Oh, hi, Zach's Crafts and more. Good. Been busy all morning. I hope you have a good day at work, and I hope your mouth feels a bit better later today. Oh, yes, Zach. I hope your mouth is feeling better. And Sabrina says, nice stitch. Zach says, hey, sweet Jennifer and Sandrine. And let's see, Cammy's saying hello to Sandrine. And Zach says his mouth feels better. That's good. Man, that dress is fancy, fancy, says Angel Renee. Hi, Asia Joe. Hello, how are you doing? It's good to see you. She says, hey, Lauren, chat, just lurking. And Sabrina says, wow, that small stitching cool looking. Isn't it cute though? I would think there has to be a way, but I'm not computer literate. Oh, I'm going to try just asking. I know about Chat GPT. I just don't know if it's capable of translating the pattern. I'm going to try that, I think, if I can remember after the live. Zach says, I'm finally happy. I can smile again before my root canal. I didn't want to smile. Oh, I'm so glad you get to smile again, Zach. That's good. Oh no, Sandrine says she's not feeling all that well. I'll keep you in my prayers, Sandrine. What's wrong? Is it your sinuses still? Ugh. Seems like you're always not feeling good. You need to take some more vitamins or something. Get your immune system boosted up. Okay, let's see here. So that was the coastal wall hanging. Now I thought these were super cute. These are seahorse coasters. These are free. It's a free Ravelry download. Aren't these adorable? My mom had a preserved seahorse that was mounted on wood. I remember back in the 70s. It was like an actual real one. And this is using worsted weight and a 4mm hook. And you only need 40 to 60 yards. Oh, and don't forget to stick around because I will be giving the third secret word today in my live. So make sure that you listen in because I drop it at any given time. So you never know when I might say the secret word for the May mystery giveaway. And there is a form listed in the description box where you will put all the secret words for every Tuesday. And if you happen to miss a secret word, don't worry about it because you can always catch the replay and find the secret word in one of the Tuesday lives in May. So I will have one in every Tuesday. And then the first Friday in June, I will put everyone's name on the wheel that has submitted all the correct words. And then I will pick one winner to receive a mystery gift for May. So these are the seahorse coasters, and these are by April Crochets. I thought these were super cute. There's some picot stitch around the edge to make it look spiky, and the little swirly tail. And then this is a nice summer top. I really like the way it goes down in the back. This is called the Sea Breeze Tee by Mary Stories. And this is using DK weight and a 6mm hook. And it is available in sizes small to 3X, which is nice. And here is what it looks like. Very pretty. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. I have my video coming out with my Fiber Studio tour. Hopefully I can finish editing it today and post it tomorrow. We will see. So this is a beautiful shirt. I really like this top. It's called the Sea Breeze Tee by Mary Stories. Isn't that pretty? And then this is gorgeous, guys. This is one that I really love. I wish they had better pictures of it. This is called the Seaside Wrap, and you can wear this a number of ways. And this is using a 9mm and a 6.5mm. And then it is using sport weight yarn. And you'll need 740 to 1480 yards, I guess, depending on how long you want it. But look at how you can wear it different ways. This is so pretty. I like the sarong. And this would be nice to wear over your bathing suit. Isn't that amazing? I love the color. And in a minute, I'm going to click over and see what yarn they used. But that is gorgeous. I wish I could zoom in a little better, but it won't zoom in. They're using Premier Yarns, Deborah Norville, Serenity Garden Sport. Let's click on that. Okay, so it's this one that they used right here. That's really pretty. That looks like a really old label, so they probably don't even make that anymore. But isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So that is the Seaside Wrap by Aunt Annette Designs. And then I thought this was a cute little summer hat. This is 146-31 Mara by Drops Design. And last Friday, I did a whole designer spotlight on some free patterns. I think there was 40 free patterns from Drops Design that I showed. And this is also a free pattern. This is a cute little hat. These hats are becoming very popular. Let me catch up in chat real quick. Whoa, I'm kind of behind. Let's see here. Zach says, feel better to Sandrine. Sabrina says, prayers for you, Sandrine. And Jennifer says, that's great, Zach. Nettle tea for allergies, says Asia Joe. Oh, that's a good tip. Hi, Cindy. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. And Sabrina says, cute seahorse. I know I love that seahorse. And Cindy's saying hello to everyone. Hi, Linda. She says, hi, Laura. Just popped in to leave my thumbprint hugs. Thank you for coming in, Linda. I really appreciate that. It's good to see you. And Sabrina says, hi, Cindy. And Zach says, Jennifer, I know it sounds stupid not to smile before my root canal, but I just didn't like how I looked. Yes, some people can be self-conscious. I'm a little self-conscious because my teeth are absolutely perfect too. So, I can relate to that. And Cindy says, yes, Sabrina, those seahorses are really adorable. I know. Everyone's saying hello. Seahorses are so cute, says Sheila. Yes. Hi, everyone in chat. Love and hugs, says Linda. And Cindy's asking Sheila, Sabrina, and Linda, how are all you today? And Sabrina says, Cindy, aren't they though? Hi, lovely Linda, says Sheila. Lulu says, thanks, ladies. Love and hugs to you too. Cami says, I bought another book at work today. It's called I Taught Myself Knitting. Even though I know how to knit, I still bought it anyways. Hey, they might have some tips or tricks in there that you don't know. That's always good to have a book for reference in case you forget too. And Cindy says, wow, the sea breeze tea is very pretty. I know. No problem, Zach. I'm done. I'm the same now with 2 missing teeth, but I usually forget about them, says Jennifer. And Cindy's asking Cammy how he's doing. Becky says, I love the sea breeze tea. I know I do too. It's beautiful. Sabrina says, I'm fine, Cindy, and I hope all is well with everyone too. And let's see, everyone's saying hello. Wow, Laura, that seaside wrap is very adorable, says Cindy. I know. That wrap, says Sheila, right? I'm good. How are you? Cindy says, Cammy. Gorgeous wrap, says Sabrina. Love, 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 says Becky. Hi, Cammy. And hi, Sabrina. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, boy. I got a lot of chat. Hello, Lauren, everyone. Hugs. Hello, Mimi. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And hello, Steve. How are you? Thank you for being here. Everyone's saying hello. Hello. Hi, Kim. She says, popping in to leave a thumb and off to grade more schoolwork. Okay, thank you so much, Kim. It's good to see you. Suzanne the Swedish Yarny Hooker says, oh no, Elizabeth has hidden Sabrina. Oh no. How do I bring her back? How do I bring back Sabrina? I don't know how. Hello, Suzanne. And Sheila says, hi, Sabrina. And Jennifer says, hi, everyone here. Dawn says, I'm so late. Hi, sweet Laura. Hello, Dawn Aaron. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. You haven't missed that much. Laura Mama Riz accidentally hid Sabrina, says Cammy. Okay, does anybody know how I fix that? Because I'm not really sure how. Aisha says, hi, Laura. What did I miss? You have just missed a few free patterns. These are all beachy summer style patterns. And I have not said the secret word yet, so you are in time for that. Aisha says hi to everyone in the chat. And Jennifer says, oh, poor Sabrina. She'll be back soon. Hi, Zach hugs. And Zach says, if she got timed out, all she could do is wait the 300 seconds. Okay. If anyone knows how to unhide her, let me know. Because I don't know how to do that. We love you, Sabrina. Yes, we do love you, Sabrina. I don't know how to unhide you. Ah, my friend Sabrina. Okay, so hopefully Sabrina will be back. This is the Goddess Barefoot Sandals, and these are free, of course. Everything I'm showing today is free. Oh, okay. Sabrina was unhidden by Cammy. I see that on my phone. Thank you, Cammy, for unhiding her. I wasn't sure how to do that. Thank you so much for doing that. Goddess Barefoot Sandals by Julie King. These are using thread and a 2.75 millimeter hook. And these are super cute for the beach. Aren't these adorable? I need to make some of those for my daughter. She would love that. But I don't like working with thread probably, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just order some. I'll pay one of you guys to make them. Aren't those cute? So those are called Goddess Barefoot Sandals by Julie King. And then we have this beachy cover up. This is super cute too. This is using thread and a 4mm hook. You'll need about 1,200 to 1,300 yards. Super cute. I really like that. It doesn't zoom in, otherwise I would have zoomed in on the stitch a little bit better, but this is by Quaylin Stark, Quayln Stark, Stark, and it's called Beachy Cover Up. And it's using thread and a 4mm hook. And then I thought this was really cool. I've never seen anything like this before. Maybe you guys have, but these are using beach towels. Check this out. They like use a beach towel and then they cut it and then they put like little, they crochet stuff around the neck and around the arms and they make it like a little cover up. See that? Isn't that cool? I've never seen anything like that. I have two different patterns using beach towels like this. That's perfect for kids, if they're getting cold, sometimes kids when they're cold and wet, all of a sudden they just start shivering and their lips turn blue. Like I've seen my kid never did that, but I've seen other kids at the beach, they just get all purple and blue and start shaking. So this would be perfect for those kind of kids. And it's called Nana's Beach Towel Vest. And she says, my grandmother made us this vest for when we got out of the bathtub or pool or just to use as a swimsuit cover up. It kept us warm, and when it got wet, it would dry out quickly. This pattern brings back fond memories of my grandmother's love, and you need a recycled beach towel to make it. Isn't that cool? And a rotary cutter. So you got to cut out the neck hole in it. I thought that was really neat, and that's called Nana's Beach Towel Vest. Isn't that cool? I thought that was neat. Okay, so let me get back to chat real quick. Yay! Sabrina says, I love you all too, Sheila and Laura. I'm glad you're back. Yeah, Cami saved her. Yes, I figured it out, Sabrina. Say something. Thank you, Cami. That's awesome. Cami, great job. It was an accident on Mama Riz's part, I'm sure. Yeah, it was an accident. Go, Cami, Superman. That's so funny. There's Sabrina. Welcome back. Yep. Hello, Mishi. How are you? Thank you for being here. And Elizabeth says, oh no, I just pulled over so I could say, I'm so sorry, Sabrina. My phone fell while I'm driving. I totally didn't mean to block you. Please forgive me. Love you, Sabrina. It happens. Don't worry. We saved her. Cami saved her. Elizabeth, it's okay, honey. Things happen. I've accidentally hit people too before because I walk around with my phone and my thumb will just accidentally hit it. All right. So make sure you guys stay tuned because I will be saying the secret word here shortly. So make sure you listen in and don't go anywhere. So now this is called Iced Coffee on the Beach. This is a cute little set, and it's you get a little set of coasters and a matching sunglasses case. These are super cute. Aren't those adorable? And here's your sunglasses case. I need to make one of those actually. That's perfect. Look at that cute little dog. Oh, he's so sweet. So that is by Eleonora Tully, and it's called Iced Coffee on the Beach. It's using DK weight and a 4mm hook. Love that. And then here's another free top. This is called the Somerset Beach Top by Erica Jakovsky. Fiddle knits and one more row. And this is using worsted weight and a 5mm hook. And let's see. It doesn't say the sizes, but it says you need 900 to 1,300 yards. And it says this top is worked from the center out in 2 pieces. I have worked one side and then went back to continue from the center spine for the second half. If you find this to be cumbersome, you can work the second half in the same manner as the first and seam the center. Just remember to leave the neck opening. Okay, this is really cute. Really nice. I love that pattern right there. Really pretty. Looks very cozy. And let's see here. It's a 5 millimeter hook and worsted weight yarn. And then I thought this was gorgeous. This is the Sunny Days Beach bag. This is a beautiful, beautiful bag. Aran weight, 4 millimeter hook. You need about 1,300 yards for this. Isn't this pretty? Here's an up close shot. See, it's got the manufactured handles that you purchase, and it looks like they crocheted the bottom of it. Isn't that pretty? I really love that. And that is by Anna Boo's House, Sunny Days Beach Bag. Let's look at this yarn. Rico Design Creative Cotton Aran. Oh, okay. Cool. And then this is called the Crochet Beach Skirt, Shawl, or Scarf. Aran weight. See, you can wear it 3 different ways. Here it is as a skirt, and then like a shawl or a scarf. That's really convenient and cool. Multi-purpose. This is by Emmy Harrington. That's the second one I've had by her. Very nice. And that's a free Ravelry download, which is nice. And then here's another one of those towel ponchos, which I think are really, really neat. And this is called Swimming in Beach Poncho by Durable Yarn. And this is using bulky weight and a 6.5 millimeter hook. And this is a free pattern. Now check this out. Isn't that cute? You know what? I don't think this is using the beach. I thought this was using the beach towel, but it's crocheted. The whole thing is crocheted. How cute. I miss having a little one. Look at those little hoods. Those are so cute. That's such a nice cover up for children. And let me get back in the chat real quick, and then we'll go back and stick around because I'm going to say the secret word here pretty soon. Cami says, my nephew, my brother-in-law's from a previous relationship, does the shivering thing when he gets out of my pool. Isn't that weird when they do that? It's like, oh, you poor thing. They look so cold. Cami to the rescue, says Sabrina. Nice set. So useful. Yes, I love that coaster set. It's nice. Beautiful pattern. I know. I love that red shirt. Tank says, sorry I'm late. Hi, Laura. Hi, Tank. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Sabrina says, oh, yes. Beautiful bag. I know. I love it. I love big bags. I like big bags and I cannot lie. Sabrina says, hi, Tank, honey. Steals the show. Crochet and more. V is here. Hi, sis Laura. Hello, V. How are you? Thank you for coming in. How are you, my little llama mama? I love to crochet, says, hi, Sabrina. Hi, V, says Sabrina. Everyone's saying hello to Super V. My amazing sisters. Yes. And let's see. Whoops, I set up 2 lives for tonight. I know, sometimes I accidentally put the wrong date or time on accident. I hate when I do that. Everyone's saying hi to V. And V saying hi to Cami. Okay, let's get back to these free patterns because I have a lot. I have 40 free patterns here to show you guys. Cute little kiddo, says Sabrina. Yes. My sweet Sheila, says V. And Zach is saying hello to V. Everyone's saying hello. I'm a big bag lady too, says Sheila. Yep. And Steve's saying hi to Tank. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, hello. Yarn Barf Christy said, tell you she was going to miss you. She has to go to town. Oh, okay. If you talk to her, tell her I said hello. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be listening and working, sis Laura. Thank you so much, V. Sabrina's saying hello to Aisha. Everyone's saying hi. Thank you guys for all being here. The crazy poppy lady. 9 milligrams, Crojo. You nabbed that song right out of my brain. So, oh, I know, right? I like big butts and I cannot lie. Oh, I mean bags. My sweet amazing angel, says V. Everyone's saying hello. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, Squeaky Jen. Woohoo! All right. Okay, I made it to the end of the chat. Let's get back to the free patterns. I'm so excited to show you guys these. Okay, here's some more. Woohoo! Here's some more. This is the exotic beach cover up. I love this one. This one is absolutely gorgeous, and it is a Ravelry download. And it's using thread and a 1.25 millimeter hook. So I probably would not be making it, but if you're a thread person, look at how pretty this is. It is gorgeous. I love those sleeves. I love the fringe. It is so absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? I wish it would zoom in, but it won't. I really wish I could have that, but I wouldn't look like her in it. And this is made by Maria Barreto, Barreto, and it's called Exotic Beach Cover. I just love those sleeves. I wish I could zoom in on them. So, so beautiful. And it is a Ravelry download, and it's available in sizes 4 and 6. Well, that counts me out. Okay, this is the Bondi Beach, Bondi, and it's by, oh my goodness, I think this is German. Schachenmeyer, Schachenmayr. And this is a very cute hat. I thought it was cute. Looks pretty easy, and I like that stitch. And this is a free pattern, and it's called Bondi Beach. And then we have this gorgeous beach cover up. This is called the Trailing Flowers Beach Cover Up by Lauren Savage. This is using fingering weight and a 3.25 millimeter hook. And it says that the pattern is in a size small, but can easily be adaptable to fit your body. So that's good to know. And look at how pretty that is. Oh, and they added some different colors down the back. That's cool. That's a different touch. Here's an up close of the pattern of the stitch of the little flower. Make sure you guys stick around. I'm going to be giving the secret word away for the Mystery May giveaway here very shortly. And this is called the Tutti Frutti Beach Wrap. I think this is using Red Heart Stripes, Super Saver. What's it called? Tutti Frutti? I think this is Tutti Frutti. This is using Aran weight and a 5.5 millimeter hook. And let's see here. They're using it as a sarong as well. That's super cute. It's acrylic though, so it's not really going to dry good. It's going to feel weird if it gets wet. You know, you would think that cotton would probably be a good choice for something that you're going to wear around water. But if you're not going to be around water, I guess. And this is by Fiber Flux Jennifer Dickerson. And, oh, it did say Tutti Frutti right there. Okay, this is the Walk on the Beach coaster. This is a little coaster for your beach house or just to use for the summertime. Thought this was cute using worsted weight yarn. Little flip-flop. Isn't that cute? This is by Amber Jones. Walk on the Beach coaster, worsted weight, and a 5 millimeter hook. So cute. And we've got a lot of patterns here still to show you. And this is called the South Beach Cover Up. Let me go back to chat real quick and just catch up and greet everyone that's come in. And Via saying hi to Steve. Steve saying hi to Sabrina. Everyone's laughing. Gorgeous. Crojo, got big bags on your mind now. I know, right, Angel? Hi, Granny. How are you? She says, hey, Laura. So late, I forgot. That's okay. Howdy do all, says Granny. Howdy do, Granny. Should be called Erotic Beach Throw. Yes. And Sheila says, howdy, Granny D. Everyone's saying hi to Granny. Everyone's saying hello. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Everyone's saying hi. And Angela Poppy says, hi, V, Dinky, Sabrina, and Steve. Hi, Granny D, my sweetie. And just so you know, today's secret word is happy. Happy. The secret word for May the 16th is happy. Everybody get happy. And Becky D says, oops, call, have to catch up. Uh-oh. Hi, Chris's Kaleidoscope. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. Cute coaster, says Sabrina. Perfect for your beach cottage, I wish. I know, I want to have a lake house so bad. I need to hit the lottery. Oh, I really want one. Elizabeth says, hey, y'all, I'm not driving anymore, and I'm back in the office. Sabrina, I'm so sorry. I was busy trying to eat a huge dill pickle while driving and not paying attention to my phone. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a driving hazard. That's so funny. Jennifer says, hi, Dee. And EJ's daughter says, hello, everyone. I'll have to catch the replay so I can write down what I want to make. Thank you, EJ, for being here. It's good to see you. Aisha's saying hi to Granny. Sabrina says, Elizabeth, no worries. Yeah, it happens. You know, it happens. Okay, Granny's saying hi to Aisha. All right, let's get back to our patterns here. So this is the South Beach cover-up by Anne Regis. This is super cute. I love the red. Isn't that gorgeous? And here it is in a blue, which is also pretty. And there's a yellow. And that is using Aran weight and a 6mm and a 6.5mm. And it goes up to, it's small, medium, and large. And you'll need 708 up to 1,062 yards. And this is a really cute bag. This is called Fun in the Sun Summer Beach Bag by Kathy Lashley, using sport weight and a 5mm hook. Isn't that cute? I love it. And there it is in a neutral creamish color. Bye, Zach. Have a good day at work. And let's see here. Here's another sarong. This is Crochet Beach Cover-Up Shawl. And this is using fingering weight and a 2.1mm hook. That's really cute. That looks pretty easy too. And I like it as a shawl. That's nice for summer, just to wrap around you when you get out of the pool. Oh, I wish I had a pool. I used to have a pool in my other house, and then my husband decided to move like right after we got it set up, like the next year. I'm like, what? Oh, here it is. This is the other swimsuit cover up from a beach towel. This is what I was talking about earlier. They had the one kind where you like cut the hole out of the neck for the head, and this they make a little dress out of it, and you're just doing the edging. And this is using worsted weight and a 6mm hook. Who even thought about doing this with a bath towel? But I thought that's a cool idea. There's the back. Oh, sorry, guys. Isn't that cool? I never even thought about doing that. And then here's another one. Super cute for a little girl. And this is by Sarah Satch. Now, that is the lady who did this pattern. I love the way she does her tutorials. That's the one that did the pattern for, let me show you this. That's the one that I did, that did the pattern for this little bag here. And it was really fun and easy to make. And she has a great channel, Sarah Satch, S-A-C-H. So if you haven't checked her out, make sure you do that. Ah, where am I going to put my stuff? For you guys that weren't here earlier, let me show you. I just went out to breakfast with my friend of 47 years, and she gave me some yarn. She found this hank of yarn at the store, and she picked it up for me. I thought it was so pretty. I wanted to show you guys. Isn't that pretty hand-dyed yarn? It's superwash merino. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, it's not superwash merino. It's 50% recycled wool, 50% tencel, and it's 4-ply, 383 yards. I thought that was really pretty. So let's go back to chat here. And everyone's saying hello. Jennifer says, I'm crocheting a chunky shopping project bag, not as big as Granny D's felted one, but it's still a big size. Ooh, fun. I love bags. They're so fun to make. I'm actually making a bag too, but I don't want to show you guys because I'm trying to figure out a pattern for it. And Mama Riz is saying hello to Granny and Jen. Very nice dresses, Sabrina, Aisha. Elizabeth saying hi to Aisha. Okay, y'all, time for me to head to work. Okay, I saw that on my phone. I can kind of look over to my phone and see my other phone and see what everybody's saying before I go through the chat. Granny says, haha, DK Jen, the last one I didn't felt as it should have. Oh no, that's a bummer. Bye, Zach. Have a great day, says Sabrina. Yes, I hope you have a good day at work, Zach. Granny says, I like that bag. I know. Hi, Terry. She says, happy, glad to be here. My first time here. Thank you for coming in, Terry Andrews. It's good to see you. Welcome in. And everyone's saying hello to everybody. I've always wanted a pool too. Yes, we had a small, like above ground pool. It was so nice. And we actually have a pool that's not even put together. It's new. It used to be my husband's mom's and she never put it up, but there's one thing missing. So we have to get that put up. We actually have one to put up that she gave us. It's small, above ground. Good idea what the towel says, Sabrina. But I doubt we'll even get it in this year, knowing my husband. We've been living here 5 years and he has to do so much stuff still. I shouldn't say that, but it's true. Cami says, somehow I never put last Tuesday's word in the forum. You still have time. You can still put it on there, Cami. Put it on there when you put in this week's word. And Sheila says, hi, Elizabeth. Great ideas for upcycling old towels. Oh, I know, right? Cute bag. I know, isn't it? Thank you, Sheila. Nice friend, Laura. So thoughtful. I thought so too. Well, our birthdays are 2 days apart, so we exchanged birthday gifts, and that was one of the things that she gave me. And Cindy says, oh my, that is so very beautiful. Love the colors. Thank you, Cindy. Cute bag, and I love the yarn, says Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Beautiful yarn, says Elizabeth. Thank you. Ooh, sounds sparkly with the tinsel. I know. It's so pretty. I can't wait to work with it. And everyone is saying hello. Hi, VJ. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone's saying hello. All right. I'm trying to work my way through the chat here. If I happen to miss somebody, I don't do it intentionally. It's just sometimes hard to keep up with all the chat. Ooh, VJ saying hello to everyone in the room. Very nice. Cami says, I don't remember what last Tuesday's word was. I guess you'll have to watch the replay. Okay. Let's go back to Ravelry, and we have got, let's see, where are we? Okay, here's another, this is called the Dressy Beach Cover. This is a Ravelry free download using fingering weight and a 1.75 millimeter hook, and it's using 1641 yards. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a beautiful cover up. I wish it would zoom in. There you go. There's the stitches, nice and close. Very pretty. And this is by Circulo Studio. Circulo? Circulo? I know what culo means. Culo means butt. And this is called the Dressy Beach Cover. All right. And this is beautiful. This is a wall hanging. This is called the Beach Babe Wall Hanging by Wildflower Crochet Company. And that's using bulky weight and a 7 millimeter hook. And you only need 70 to 75 yards. And isn't that pretty? I love it. And they're just using a piece of driftwood. It's got some puff stitches. So pretty. I love to make yarn wall hangings. Those are nice. And that is using the bulky weight yarn. And then here's another beach bag for you. This is called Beach Bag by Anne-Marie Bentham. Sport weight and a 3 millimeter hook. Now you will use 3,168 yards. That's a lot. But boy, is that a pretty bag. Okay, let's see. Going back to chat now, and Not the Ends is saying hello to VJ. Everyone's saying hi to VJ. Granny says that type of tinsel isn't the sparkly kind. Different spelling and meaning. Tinsel is a plant fiber. I was wondering that because I thought it was like tinsel, like you hang on your tree is sparkly tinsel, but the yarn isn't sparkly. So I was like, maybe I need to like look at it closer or something. So that makes sense, Granny. Thank you for telling me that. And Steve says, Cam, you could go rewatch last week's. Yes, if you happen to miss any of the words, this is going out to anybody. If you happen to miss any of the mystery words, you can watch the replay and still add it to the form. Just don't click submit on the form until you've filled in all of the blanks. It will save your responses until the next week. And Cindy says, did you mention this week's word? I had to go to the kitchen to check out the stove. I missed it the first 2 weeks and went back to watch replays on both. It figures. Yes, I did say it. That would be fab in black too with a black slip underneath. Yes, Sheila. And let's see, everyone's saying hi to Granny. Great pattern on the orange tunic. Yes. I love the beach cover-up, says Lulu. Yes. I'm going to watch the replay, Steve. Thanks, Cammie. Sorry you have to watch the replay. LOL, Crojo Corner. How funny. I know. Culo. I know it. I can't. I don't speak Spanish well, but I do know some words because my husband is Spanish. So Sabrina says, LOL, Laura, circulo means circle. Yeah, I kind of thought it meant like circular, but I didn't know for sure. And everyone's saying hello. Love the bag and colors. Everyone's saying hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, I made it to the bottom of the chat. And let's get back to the Ravelry. We have a few more patterns. We've got another row after this one, and then we'll sum it up here. This is the beach bag number L0146 by Lion Brand Yarn. And this is using Aran weight and a 4mm hook, 1,242 yards. That's really cute. I appreciate everyone for being here. I hope you are all enjoying these patterns that I've picked out. And if any of you have a category that you would like me to focus on, I would be more than happy to. Just let me know in the chat, and I could look up certain patterns for that category, because trust me, it is hard to it is really hard to come up with ideas. This is the Boho Beach Headscarf by Fiberflux. This is using thread and a 3.75mm hook. This is really cute. Looks very airy. And you could use it as a scarf around your neck as well. Fiberflux has a great channel. If you haven't ever seen them on YouTube. And that's using thread and a 3.75mm hook. And this bag is really cute. This is the Rainbow Hexagon Beach Bag. I love this one. I love the colors. I love the style. It's just beautiful. And this is using worsted weight and a 4mm hook in about 800 yards. It says 798. And this is by Lily Sugar and Cream. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Sorry, I needed a drink of my coffee. I blabbed with my friend. We blabbed for an hour and a half, but we could have sat there easily for another 3 hours blabbing. We haven't really hung out in a while, so there was so much to catch up on. We both have a lot of stuff going on in our lives, so 4th of July beach bag. Check this out. This is Lily Sugar and Cream. This is using yarn held together and a 5mm hook. You'll need about 2,000 yards around that. Isn't that nice? It looks so thick. Let me just go back to chat real quick before I get too far behind. Cindy, that's my luck too, says Sabrina. Yeah, I know. I always have luck like that, but oh well. It could be worse, right? Christine says, hi, everyone in the chat. Hello, Christine. How are you? It's good to see you. And let's see. Not the End says hi to Cindy. Cami says, hi, Christine. I'm on shawl number 11. Shawl number 11. You are going to town, boy. Cindy says, so many beautiful beach cover-ups. Love them all, really, and love the bright colors. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. And Elizabeth says, I love bags. Okay, I'll try and find more bags. Did you switch up your stitch, Cami? Says Christine. Susanna says, hello, everyone in chat. Hi, Susanna. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. And Faith says, shawls is a category I would like. Okay, Faith, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. And Cami says, no, I don't. He doesn't change up his pattern. Oh, and mosaic. Okay, I'll do a mosaic one. Let me write this down. Boop, boop, boop. Mosaic, shawls, bags. I thought about doing mosaic before, but I didn't know if anybody would really be interested in it, but I'm going to. Mosaic, shawls, bags. Okay. Thank you guys for the ideas. Ooh, curtains and window decor. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Curtains. Thank you for the idea. Yeah, I'm running out of ideas. I'm like, oh my God. Love that bag and design, says Sabrina. Good afternoon, VJ, says Christine. Everyone's saying hello. Could you look at plant patterns? Ooh, that's a good one. Thank you, Chris. That's a good idea. Fun bag for summertime. I know, I know. That's totally great for like Memorial Day, 4th of July. Did a fast rewind and put the setting on ×2. I'm caught up now. Awesome, Lulu. That's a good idea. Christine says, I need to change up my stitch often, Cami. Yes, I do too, because otherwise I get too bored. That's a great idea. Yes. Hi, Empress Ninja. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. How are you? Everyone's saying hello. Laura, I'm loving these summer clothing ideas, and cotton yarn is my vibe. Mine too, Elizabeth. I wish you lived closer. I bet you we would get along really well hanging out. Tank says, hi, sweet Elizabeth. Steve says, I would like to see a men's item. Okay, men's. Men's. Thank you so much. Hi, Rita. She says, hi, honey. Hi, everybody in the chat. I love bags. Okay, we got bags already down there. That's awesome. Hi, Rita. I've missed you, sweetie, says Elizabeth. Yes, Rita, you've been scarce. You have been scarce. And idea, maybe not enough interest, though, is wearables for plus size adults. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Let me write that down. Wearables. And I got a super sticker from Elizabeth. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I really appreciate that. Wrong. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. And let's see. This is for you, my friend. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I really appreciate you. You're so sweet. Hi, Kim. How are you? She says, hi, everyone. I'm glad I caught you. I'm glad you caught me too. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. And everyone's saying hello. Cammie's saying hello to Kim. All right. I think we've got a few more, and then we will be done with the patterns. Let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. And this is called the Beach Bag Rainbow. This is by Tyne Summer Hansen, and this is using yarn held together, Hobie rainbow cotton, and a 5mm hook. You'll need about you'll need about 745 yards. Isn't this pretty? This is perfect for the beach. I love the colors. So cute. Oh, that's a good idea to put a little hook in there for your keys. That's a great idea. And look at the little mini crochet hooks they put in there. What a great idea. I didn't see that before. So cute. Love the little tag. Isn't that so cute? I really love that. I think that is the coolest idea. I don't know why I never thought of that, but I never have. So all of these patterns that I've shown today are free if you're just coming in. So you can watch the replay if you wanted to see some more summer beachy type patterns. And also if you missed the secret word, I did say that a little bit ago, so you can watch it in the replay if you've missed it. This is called the Sand Dollar Beach Bag by Mary Purdy, Merri. And it's using DK weight and a 4mm hook. And there are a lot of them here to show you. Super cute. I love that. Oh, I love that big button on that one. I love bags too. You know, like bags are just so fun to make. They're easy. And I just love to put stuff in bags. I love bags and I love boxes. I'm weird. So cute. Look at all these. A lot of people must have made this pattern. Ooh, I like that with the tassels. That's really boho right there. Boy, there's a lot of these. Oh, I love that. That's beautiful blue, isn't it? Love that. And then we've got, this is called the Beach Day Lounge Towel. Now what? You can make your own beach towel. This is using Premier Yarns, home cotton solids, and marls, or home cotton multis. This is Aran weight and a 5mm hook. You'll need about 12 to 1400 yards. Look how pretty that is. Love that. I never even thought about making a beach towel. Have any of you ever made a beach towel? Isn't that awesome? Does anybody want to come up and show me what they've been making? If you do, I want to put my the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and just show me what they've been making, because we're almost done and I have a little bit of extra time today. And let's see. This is the Beach Day Lounge Towel by Heidi Yates. And then the last thing is the Beach Tote Bag by Jamie from Dabbles and Babbles. And this is using worsted weight and a 6.5mm hook. And this is super cute. I love the colors. I wish I had more time to crochet. I really do. How many hours a day do you guys crochet? I'm lucky if I can crochet an hour or two a week. That's why I have, like, my projects are never like done fast. I just have so much going on all the time. That is so pretty. And this is by Jamie from Dabbles and Babbles, and it is the Beach Tote Bag. I thought that was super cute. And this is using worsted weight and a 6.5mm hook. And they used Bernat Handicrafter cotton solids. So let me, let's see here. Oh, Cami wants to come up. Hi,
Hello.
Cami. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Let me just catch up and chat here real quick, and then we'll solo you so you can show us your thing, your shawl. And everyone's saying hello. And Sabrina says, kid toys, baby things, amigurumi. Okay, that's a good idea. Toys and amigurumi. Thank you guys for the ideas. And let's see. Everyone's saying hello. Jewelry. Oh, yeah, jewelry and hair. Ooh, that's good. Those are good ideas. Cami says, Sabrina, my niece is a baby no more. She'll be a year-old baby in less than a month. Oh my gosh, she grew up so fast. Kim says, I just got a little key ring crochet hook set. Oh yeah, I have that same exact set. I don't remember where I got it from. I got it from somewhere. How about accessories? Wallets, eyeglass cases, and change purses. What? That's a great idea.
And
Oh,
at
I
the
love
end,
that. Wallets and change purses. That's a cute idea. Thank you so much, Not the End. What is your name, Not the End? I always call you Not the End. What is your first name, if you don't mind me asking?
she said it in someone's chat and I forgot it.
Oh. Oh, I gotta plug in my phone. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Rita says, I know I have to get back to my schedule. I'm missing my YouTube friends. Oh, I know. We all miss you too, Rita. Notion keepers, keychains, small gifts. Ooh, yes. Accessories holders. Yes. I'm a bag lady, says Kim. I know. I love bags too. Love those bags. I know. I love blues. I know. Me too. Elizabeth says, Laura, I totally love bags and boxes too. We would hang and have fun together for sure. Oh, I know it. If you ever are in the Chicago area, Elizabeth, let me know and we'll have to go yarn shopping and hanging out. Not the End says, I just sit and watch the crochet bag slideshow videos. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's so many sweet ideas out there. And let's see. I do too. I love bags. My husband calls me the bag lady. He always says, "Oh, you don't need another bag." LOL. Yeah, my husband always says, "Why do you need so many tote bags?" I don't know, because I like them. And it says, Christine says, Cammy, your niece will still be a baby after her first birthday. Yeah, but not the same
True.
way.
Yeah.
No, never made a beach towel, but I would love to, says Kim. Becky says, how about projects made with cotton yarn or with 3-weight yarn? That's a good idea, too. And Sabrina says, Cammy, wow, how fast. I know. And Elizabeth says, Rita, my hubby calls me a bag lady, too. That's so funny. And let's see here. Let me get caught up in chat here. I'm so far behind. Elizabeth, I love it when we have so much in common with your friend. I know, it's so cool. We all have so much in common. And Sabrina says, don't we all wish we had more time? I know. All day, every day, says Kim. Oh, you're lucky. Elizabeth meant to say my sweet friend. Yes. Cammy, all we have here are boys. I wish I had a little girl in the family. I know. Little girls are so sweet.
Yeah, my
Not the end
brother-in-law's
says,
got all boys.
oh, really? Not
Yeah.
the end says, I crochet anywhere between 2 to 4 hours a day, depending on the project. Ooh, that's awesome. And Becky says, I crochet most evenings while I watch TV with my mother-in-law. Oh, that's cool. Same here. After dinner, I try to crochet. And Kim says, I'm doing great, Tank. A fiddle muff, says Tank. And number 11. Yeah, let's see number 11 in one sec. Well, as soon as I get caught up,
Yep.
I'll let Cammy show his stuff off here. Trying to just get through the chat. My actual name is Donna. Okay, I will try to remember that, Donna, not the end, Donna. And let's see. Elizabeth says, I'm working on my 9th baby blanket for this year. All boys except one girl. Oh, wow. And Tank says, I've made 20 shawls. I took a few months off. I'm on hat number 17 for Bumblebee Outreach Mountain Charity. That's awesome. Way to go, Tank. Susan says, hello, Laura. Hi, everyone. Hi, Susan. How are you? Faye says, you
Hi,
could do different
Susan.
weights in yarn. That's a good idea. Elizabeth, I'm so happy for you. You have grandbabies. I don't have any grandbabies, says Rita. I know. I don't think I'm going to ever have grandbabies. Elizabeth, wow, all boys and one girl in your family and all babies, or just for friends, babies, or for sale. Yes, let us know. Faith says, one skein wonders for the one skein you don't know what to do with. Ooh, one skein. That's a great idea. That's a really good idea. And let's see. Susan says, hi, Cammy. Christine says, when stuff gets put into bags, I forget what's in them. That's a good, yeah, that's true. Hi, HD. How are you? Empress Ninja says, I have tote bags to hold all of my tote bags. So do I, Empress Ninja. They're hanging on my doorknob. Elizabeth says, I only have one granddaughter, 8 months old. The other babies are family and friends' babies. Oh, wow. And hi, Steve. How are you? I think I said hi to Steve already. Steve is saying hi to HD. Christine says, so double crochet only, Cammy? Is that what you're doing, Cammy? Double crochet?
Yep, these are all double crochet.
Oh, that's good. Elizabeth says, Tank, you make gorgeous shawls. Oh, here it is. Yes, double crochet. My daughter is 14 weeks pregnant. My first grandbaby, says Kim. Oh, congratulations, Kim. That's awesome. That is awesome. And Tank says she's burnt out right now. Aw, yeah, I bet you are after all that. Okay, so let's see what you got here, Cammy.
All right, so this is shawl number 11. And it's using Karen Cotton funnel cakes in the colorway
Ooh,
Breeze.
that's really pretty. Now, who's
Yep,
this
and
one
I've got
for?
the assistant manager of the store.
Oh,
And then I've
oh, that's really pretty.
and
What
it's
kind of, what
and
did they
it
say that's called? Boucle or something like that? Boucle yarn?
yeah. And then this is how big it is already.
Wow, you're almost done.
Yeah. And I'm on row 44.
How
And
many
I
rows
figured
are
I'm
there?
not I have no idea. I think it's already so big I might either cut it after row 45 or just keep going until I have a little bit left.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Very nice. That's nice, Cammy. You crochet
Thanks everybody.
fast.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Well,
that you had 11 already.
I haven't crocheted on it much at all this week. This weekend.
Oh,
I would have probably been
Elizabeth
done
said,
with it.
yeah. I bet you'll finish it. What do you think, you'll finish it today or tomorrow?
Maybe it depends.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Elizabeth says, Tank, I hope you get your Crojo back soon. Yeah, you will. She will. And Sabrina says, Elizabeth, so many babies in your life circle of friends. Very nice of you to make them all a blanket. Yes, that is so sweet. I'm making a baby blanket for my daughter, even though she's not a baby, but she loves little blankets like that. And I don't know, I'm just making it because I love baby blankets. And Sheila says, wow, Kim, congratulations. So exciting. Kim's congrats. That's so exciting, says Elizabeth. Yes, very nice. Cami says Sabrina. And Donna says, Cami, that's beautiful. Love it. Love the yarn. Susan says, gorgeous, Cami. Great shawl, Cami, says Jennifer. Cami, you're a speed crocheter. Beautiful, says Elizabeth. And Rita says, Cami, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Love the colors. And Kim says, thank you, Elizabeth. Sabrina says, Cami, you're a fast crocheter. Yes. And Jennifer says, hugs, Tank. If you guys weren't here, let me show you the yarn I got for Mother's Day. I'm excited about it. Let me just solo myself real quick. My husband got me this really pretty yarn from Ice Yarns. And this is cotton yarn, and it's about, I think it's a 3-weight. And it's called Mona Lisa. And I have 12 of these. I got a little package over there, plus these. So I'm going to find one of these free crochet top patterns. And try and make it out of this. Hopefully I can get it done before summer's over with. And Susan says, hi, Tank. I hope you feel better soon. Yes, I hope you feel better soon too, Tank. Cami, how many hours per day do you crochet? Asked Elizabeth.
Well, work. I'd say anywhere from on and off 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and in the
That's
morning
why you
on
can
the
get,
yeah, like on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If I'm working on a project, I'll sit in bed, starting at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I I like to crochet at least a mile before I go to work
oh,
because when you flick your wrist and you gotta like finish your steps.
oh, yeah.
So that's what I mean by crochet a mile.
I gotcha. That's funny. So you're acting like you're exercising, but really you're not.
Yeah, and then I actually moved it from my wrist to my foot.
Oh, that's a
My
good
dad calls
idea.
Yeah, my dad calls it my tether.
Or your ankle
Then
bracelet.
like on Yeah, and then like on the days I work, probably 6 hours, depending. And I mean, outside.
Mm-hmm.
And if I
That's
feel like it,
nice.
I'll bring it outside and crochet.
Mm-hmm. It is nice to crochet outside. I like to do,
It is.
sometimes I'll drive to the park and sit. We have a park that has a pretty lake around it, so I'll just sit in my car with the windows open and just crochet and just, have silence and just look at the pretty lake and crochet. That's nice to do.
Yeah.
I haven't had a car for a couple of weeks. I have to use my daughter's car when she's, not using it because my fuel pump went out. So it's in the shop right now. It's going to cost almost
Ugh.
$1,000 to fix it. I'm like, oh my God, just what we need. As soon as you think you get ahead, something happens.
Yeah. That's what happened to my mom when she was at the baby shower and she pulls up into the garage and all of a sudden we start smelling gas.
Oh no.
And so of course the work shop up the street's closed on Sunday, so they had to wait until Monday to take care of it. And it had, the gas line had, there was like a hole or whatever in it. And he calls my dad and says, you can either go to the dealership and spend, God only knows how much, or we can tape it for 50
Oh wow.
and pray that it works.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, we'll take the cheap route until something happens, or we'll see how
Yeah.
that works. And if not, we'll
Yeah.
we'll have to cough up the money.
Yeah.
No idea, Christine. Oh, did you want to see what I got from work today?
Oh, sure. Yes.
All right, so it was right out front when I walked out the back the from like our little workshop or warehouse, if
Uh-huh.
you will, and it right here. It's from Boy. I taught myself knitting,
Oh, nice.
and these there. Look at all these patterns.
Ooh, yeah. I love that poncho on the top.
I do too. It came with a little cable needle.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Where is it? This uh,
Oh,
to check your
cool.
needles in a gauge check.
Yeah.
A DVD,
Oh, wow.
a knit holder for like your stitches. If you're doing a sweater, you can or
Mm-hmm.
gloves. This can hold stitches, and then
And how much did you pay for all that?
five some $5 and some change with tax, and then I just rounded up to 6.
Uh-huh.
And then knitting needles
Oh, wow.
with
Stoppers.
point, yeah, and there are some stitch markers somewhere.
That's nice. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you.
You watch
Yes, you
as
did
soon
miss
as
the
I
word. I said it about maybe about half hour or 20 minutes ago.
and you end this live stream, I'll find those stitch markers. They were over here. They were right here somewhere.
Sabrina says, Tank, we all go through that season of no Crojo energy. Hope you find your inspiration. Make something small, fast, and happy feeling for you. Yes. Beautiful yarn, Laura. Love the colors pink. Yeah, thank you so much, Rita. Very pretty yarn, Laura. Your husband has good taste. Oh, I sent him the link. He didn't pick it out. I said, this is what I want for Mother's Day. Click. That's what I do. I send them the link so that way I don't get disappointed. The only time I get disappointed is if he doesn't get what I sent him, if he doesn't get me anything. But
Yeah.
that rarely happens. But it has happened. He's forgotten me before. Everyone's saying hello. Crochet is exercise too. It sure is.
Yeah.
Angela says, hi, Laura and Cameron and everyone in the chat. How are you doing today? I am doing fine today, drinking water, still working on my granny square. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you for coming in, Angela. Did you find it, Cammie?
Yep.
Oh,
Right here.
nice.
There's quite a few of them there.
Oh, yeah. Man, that's a good deal.
Oh yeah.
That's a
And
really good deal.
when you round up, it actually helps people with disabilities like me get it. Goes
Jobs.
forward to help. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I've got about 3 to 4 Goodwills that are real close to me, like within just a
Yeah.
few
So do
miles.
we.
Yeah. Nancy says, I was packing and taking
Oh, and then I
apart one
bought
of my calyx units. Oh, what's that?
hooks,
I love that. That's so cute.
and I
That is
wasn't gonna buy it.
adorable.
I wasn't gonna buy it if it didn't have this.
Uh-huh. The little sheep.
Yeah, and it
Oh,
comes with I'm actually using the 6 millimeter from it, but it came with all the way from 2 millimeter all the way up to an I think 8 millimeter. Yeah, 8 millimeter.
oh, wow. That's a killer set.
Yeah.
That's nice. Susan says, I planted a bunch of herbs today. It's gorgeous out there. Oh, it is so beautiful today. Oh, I could not believe it. Sabrina says, that's a good idea. I think I'll get me a comfy outdoor chair so I can crochet outside in some nice weather. Oh, yeah, for sure. I love to sit outside and crochet. I love to, Tank says, I made 4 monster chocolate chip cookies and washed clothes and took a shower. Now making hats on the Addy. Oh, that sounds fun. I need to get my Addy out. It's out, but I need to actually use the darn thing. I haven't used it ever since my shoulder started bothering me, and that's been almost 2 years. Let's see. Donna says, I would love to sit outside and crochet if it wasn't for the lizards and the occasional snakes. Oh my goodness. You must live in Florida or somewhere south. Sabrina says, Susan, I want to plant something too, but it's got to be hardy because I don't have a green thumb of knowledge. That's funny. Kim says, hi, Aisha. Tank says, I need to get my honey to build me a chaise lounge. Ooh, that would be nice. What book
Yeah.
was that, Cammy, says Susan. She wants to see the cover again.
Yep. Right here.
It's called I Taught Myself Knitting. Okay, thank you.
And I've seen them at Joann's too.
Hmm. It looks kind of old, like it looks like it's probably from the 80s or something when it was published. Rita says, Laura, Saturday I went to buy groceries and this girl came flying out of the parking lot and hit my car. I was so sad and nervous. $3,000. Oh my God, Rita, I'm glad you're okay. Holy cow. Were you in the car? That sucks. I hope she had insurance. Tank says, all my tomatoes, peppers, and squash are all doing good. I have basil, oregano, sage, and thyme. I need to get my plants going. I just bought a hanging basket the other day, and that's all I have. Usually I put herbs out, but I didn't yet. And Tank says, I can't hold my crochet hook right now. Oh, man. Wow, that's the whole shebang, Cami. Great find. Yes, that
Yeah.
is. Do you knit, Cami? Do you know how to knit already?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
that's good. Susan said, I planted sage, lavender, lemon balm, and spearmint. Awesome. I love lavender. Man, flowers were really expensive this year. At Walmart, I got hanging baskets for my mom and one for myself. They were $10 a piece. But when we went by Home Depot, they were like $40 for just like a pot that had flowers in it. And then they had hanging baskets that were like 28. They were just way too much money. I didn't buy them. Sabrina says, Rita, oh my God, I know that feeling. I get like that too. Very nerve-wracking. So sorry that happened to you. And also to Laura, I hate financial disasters to happen. Oh, yeah, it is. It could be a lot worse, though. It's like I want to complain, but a lot worse things could happen. So I try to hold back. Elizabeth says, Cami, do you have a favorite yarn?
Yeah, I prefer if I'm making like Afghans, carrying 1 pound because for my aunt, my mom's sister, one of her sisters, at the time I was just kind of starting out, so I was using red and green, no carrot and forest green. Got two, and that wasn't big enough, so we went back 2 more times to get 2 more. So if I want, if someone wants like 2 colors, I know carrying 1 pound, you need 3 of each color.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you know like the
So
formula.
yeah, and that makes a pretty decent sized Afghan.
Susan said, I planted ground cherries. I've never had these before. Ooh, I wonder how those are going to be. I hope they turn out. Great stuff, Cami, says Jennifer. And she says, Tank,
Yeah,
I hope your hands feel better soon. I know. I hope they do too. It's hard when you can't crochet, when you're in pain and you can't crochet. I went through that. Like I couldn't even touch my hook for like a year and a half. It was horrible. Nancy says, I'll watch the replay later. I'm moving at the end of the month, so I've been packing. Oh, wow. I hope you have an exciting and smooth move. Smooth move. Susan says, I use my knitting machines every day. I need to. Do you use the tensioner? I bought a tensioner, but I haven't used it yet. So that way I didn't have to hold on to it with my hand. So I was just wondering how that worked. I need to try it. Kim says, I bought a Tuscany porch swing and I love sitting and crocheting outside. Ooh, that's awesome. What's a Tuscany porch swing? Is that like just the wooden porch swings? Like the wooden ones that everyone has? Or is that like the fabric kind? I've been making totes and small items. It's getting too hot to crochet blankets until November. Yeah. And Kim says, oh my God, Rita, I'm so glad you're okay. Me too. No, I stay in North Carolina. It's a rural area right at a large creek. Oh, that explains the reptiles. Tank says, oh, I need some mint. I also planted a few onions. I love mint. I love to chew on the leaves.
we had
And
mint in
Sabrina
our
says, I love
backyard, but
lavender too.
it
What?
was it's too hard to get. We had some mint and spearmint. If you look out my mom's and dad's window to the right, we had some, but it was just too hard to take care of.
Oh, really? Usually it grows like crazy.
It's getting too hard for my mom, so
Oh,
she
yeah.
took it out.
Yeah. I
And we
love
actually had
lavender
one. It
too,
was
says Sabrina.
it was chocolate mint. There was one. It was chocolate mint.
Mm-hmm.
We got chocolate and mint.
Oh,
Yeah, it
nice.
was good.
I bet. Rita says, Sabrina, thank you, honey. And Sabrina says she loves lavender. And Kim says, I have lavender seeds. Ooh. Have you ever made tea with lavender? It's so yummy. I've never made it with my fresh lavender, but I've had lavender tea and I really enjoy it. But you know what's weird? I was so scared to drink it because I'm allergic to lavender, like topical stuff. If I put on lavender lotion, I break out into a rash. So I was afraid, like, if I drink lavender, am I going to get a rash on my insides? But I was fine. I was like, am I going to have allergic reaction? Rita says, I was on the street when she came out of the parking lot. I'm okay. Thank God. That's crazy. Susan said, I'm glad you're okay. Susan, I make strong Earl Grey tea and then add lavender to it, says Tank. Ooh, that sounds good. Susan, there's a tea house near me that sells that with milk and vanilla. Ooh, that sounds good,
Ooh.
Sabrina. That sounds really good. Yum, Tank, says Susan. Elizabeth says, Rita, that's scary. I'm glad you're okay. I know. Thank God you weren't in the car or like walking by it or, having her hit you by your, not in the car. Sabrina says, I bought a Centro and haven't even used it yet. It's been over a year. Oh, wow. You need to break that bad boy out. And Rita says, Elizabeth, thank you, honey. And Kim says, it's metal. Oh, okay. That's wonderful, Sabrina. I wonder if they have a website. I want to try to grow all those herbs and some flowers, says Sabrina. I love to grow herbs. They're pretty easy. Timo has the Central for cheap. Oh, really? I'm always afraid to order on that Temu. I don't know. To me, it just sounds like sketchy. I don't know. Everyone's ordering from it, but I don't know. I just feel nervous about that website because they make you download the app. Like you can't just order it off the website. At least that's what it seemed like to me. Because every time I click on the ad, it says download the app, download the app. I'm like, why do they want the app so bad on my phone? Susan says, get on that knitting machine, Sabrina. Yes. And Cindy says, hi, Kim. Great to see you today. I do love mint, lavender, and all types of herbs. I do too. And Tank says, Addie was on half price for Mother's Day. It may still be on sale. Really? Half price? That's awesome. Cindy's saying hello to everyone. Susan says, yes, Timu has all different size knitting machines. I did not know that. LOL, Laura says, Kim. Susan says, I just bought a knitting machine from Timu. That's cool. I have to go for now, but love to you all. Okay, Cindy, you have a great day. I hope to see you on Friday. I'll be live at 1 p.m. Central. And let's see. Sabrina says, I love teas that are good for our health and that taste good. I used to drink a lot of tea at night, but I've gotten off that kick. I need to get back on it again. I like chamomile tea at night. Sheila says, is there a Tweety bird in your window, Cammie? It's driving my cat nuts.
Both windows open.
That's all. I love the sound of birds. Yeah. I
Yeah.
bought the small one from Timu, says Sabrina. That's cool. I'm gonna have to go on there and look. It's excellent, says Susan. Do you have to have the app to use Timu? And Susan also bought a lot of yarn from Timu. Was it Susan? Is it good yarn? Asked Tank. And Laura, they send lots of emails and texts, but their prices are great and they have good business care buyers. No hassle. Okay, that's good to know. And Jennifer says, I use the app on my phone and spend $10 on various items and free shipping, but they keep texting every day with offers. Annoying. Ooh. Yes, Tank, most of it is wonderful. Oh, wow. That's good to know.
Jen's
That
in
is really
the UK. Jen's in the UK, so she spent 10 pounds.
10 pounds. 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pounds.
I meant to say pounds, but I said dollars. And Donna, not the end, said, I was at our old house the other day and the flowers I planted are still growing. We've been gone there for over 5 years. That was a nice surprise. Aw. I don't go by my old house where I used to live because the people that bought it don't take care of it. And I cried, my daughter and I cried so hard when we moved out of that house, and it was so nice and so pretty and well taken care of. And we left, and now the people that moved there just let it get run down and it looks like crap. And it just makes me sad because that's where my daughter took her first steps. I lived there when she was born, and when I was pregnant with my son, we lived there. It was just a very special house to me, and they didn't do it any justice, and that kind of makes me mad.
Yeah, that's kind of like what happened to my sister when she moved into her previous house.
Yeah.
Every year we went out to help her with the yard work because the guy didn't end up taking care of it.
Mm.
And I mean, and she was on the corner lot, so that right there at that corner, we had to take care of those bushes
Mm-hmm.
at the corner because it was her job is think she had the corner lot to take care of that corner.
Yeah.
So, that was like we had to take care of, and we were so glad when she moved out because we
Oh, I
didn't.
bet.
We don't even hardly do any. We don't even do any yard work at this new house because
Oh,
she doesn't
that's
need
good.
it.
Yeah. Mm. Susan says, I don't think you need the app. Oh, that's good. I'll have to check it out on the website. And Tank says, yeah, they send about 20 texts and emails a day. Oh, I don't want to deal with that at all. I do not.
That's why I
Sheila
have.
says,
I download. Go ahead.
oh, Sheila says, been
Go ahead,
hearing
read
a
the
lot
chat.
of good reviews about Timu, but they're spammy with emails. I just get so many emails. Like literally, I have like I think 55,000 emails on my phone because I have so many email addresses, and I just never got around to deleting them. There was too many, and I think it's up to 55,000 something emails. I'll never read them all. Susan says, yeah, they're kind of annoying. Rita says, Laura bought me and Addie at Christmas, haven't even took it out of the box. Oh, that's a shame. Sabrina says, Laura, get someone's code for the first time. 30% off of anything, even sale items, but make sure to read size dimensions and they don't advertise fabric content, so you may get a surprise on the fabric. Oh, okay. Thank you for that tip. Susan says, how can you to have Addies and not use them? Oh, I know. Gotta run. Thanks, Laura. Okay, Becky, thank you for coming in. And Sabrina says, most purchases people are happy with, though. And the thing I don't like is they don't send boxes for protection of items. Oh, really? That's crazy. It's coming all the way from
Uh,
China without a box. Nancy says, you can unsubscribe to the emails and stop the texts. I have. Oh, that's a good
yeah,
idea
you
because I
can.
can't handle all that. Yes, you can, says Susan. Let's see. I have an affiliate link for Timo, 30% off of your first order, says Nancy. Okay, that's awesome. Is it on your website, Nancy? I mean, on your YouTube community tab or something? Or in your About tab? Jennifer says the app was for an opening offer for free shipping on a low price. I might order once a month if I see something I like. Ooh. Sabrina says, I get too many emails from everywhere too, Laura, not just Timu. I just get so sick of the emails and the unwarranted emails. Like people are sending me emails from places that I've never even shopped, didn't ever go to their website, didn't have anything to do with it. And Susan says, everything I've gotten from Timu, I love. Ooh, that's good to know. Oh gosh, if I had a knitting machine, I would never have yarn sitting around. Wall-to-wall hats and sweaters everywhere. I need to start making sweaters or blankets, like making the tubes and sewing them together. The part that I don't like is when you're doing the like the tubes, trying to close the ends of the tubes and using the waste yarn and all that. That like confuses me, and I don't like that part. And Sabrina says Timu is very addicting, though. Be forewarned. Yeah, right now is probably not a good time for me to be spending a ton of money on Timu.
Amazon. Amazon is like that for me.
Yeah, it is. I love
I can
Amazon.
sit there and scroll through for hours.
Yeah, me
So
too. Do you have Amazon Prime? I love Amazon
yeah,
Prime.
I don't pay for it. I just wait until I can get the free trial again.
Yeah. Susan says a couple of the yarns were scratchy, but most of it is excellent. That's good to know. The price gets you, says Sabrina. Yeah, I bet. It's so cheap you can't resist. And you probably, if I were to look at it at night, like I do like sleep shopping, where if I look at my phone at night, I could just go and just order a bunch of stuff and then I don't even remember it. And then all of a sudden I get packages in the mail. I'm like, oh my God, what did I buy?
You're like, who bought this stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Sheila says, I have a Nigerian prince who always emails and wants to marry me, and I won the lotto. You know what? I think he's cheating on you because he emails me too. Susan says, oh my God, I'm making a sweater right now, making tubes. That's funny. Great minds think alike, right, Susan? Sabrina says, it's half the price of Amazon. Oh, wow. Sometimes more than half. Oh, that's good to know. I have the back and one sleeve done. Oh, wow. Did you do that all today, Susan? That's pretty good. Wow. Boy. So I have a little extra time. Maybe I should crochet today. I should actually work on my video of the tour that I did of that fiber mill place that I went to. They had a lot of weaving looms and stuff, big, huge wooden weaving looms. And they had yarn mill ends in Allegan, Michigan. Have you ever been there? I think we talked about that before, Cami.
Yeah, I've never been there. I was close to it in 2009, but I've never been there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have this old brick building. I'll be posting it either today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll post the video of the tour of the Allegan Old Mill, where they have the fiber and stuff. They have yarn mill ends of yarn, like real big ones. You could just buy a whole bunch of them for real cheap. But most of the yarn that they had was thin. It wasn't like the kind of yarn that I liked. Let's see. Susan says, I've been working on it for a week now. It's bright and pretty. Oh, that's awesome. And Jennifer says, I'm with O2, and when I get spammy texts, I forward to them. Plus, our government wants phishing emails reported. Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah, you can. I think you can go to White Pages or some website here in the U.S. and actually, if you get like a no, it's the Do Not Call list. It now has a website.
Oh,
You remember the Do Not Call list?
mm-hmm.
You can actually do that and say number you don't know, like an 800 number. You can actually go
Oh,
to, you know, keep the number up, and then go to, type in the Do Not Call list, and then it'll show up with the website, and you put in the number and put it in spam, and then it'll automatically report it to the government as spam.
oh. The thing though with them is
I've
that they
done that.
spoof their phone numbers all the time, so they change it every single time they call you. It's never the same. A lot of times,
Yeah,
I've
and you
had
can
it
report
say
them every
just.
time.
Yeah, I've had them say the United States, on the caller ID, it just says the United States. I've had it say 000 000 000 000. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
answer that.
One time I got this call. I kept even okay. So first of all, I don't drive. I don't even have a license.
Uh-huh.
So this guy comes in, calls me and says, "What car you? What kind of car you drive?" And "If I said, what do you call it about?" And he goes, "Your extended warranty is expired." I said, "Well, if I'm in your system and you're calling about my me, what kind of car I drive?"
Yeah, right? Exactly.
And
You
he's
tell
like,
me.
"No, sir, I need you tell me what car you drive." I said, "No, if I'm in your system and you're saying that my extended warranty is expired, you need to tell me what kind of car I drive." And he's like, "No, sir, you tell me car you drive." I said, "I don't have a car." He goes, "Wait, what? What?" I said, "I don't have a car. I don't drive." Click. Never got another call.
That was really smart, Cammy. That was good. That was really good. I've
So I
had
kept
them
saying, "You
call me
need."
before telling me that I had a virus on my computer. They said, this is Windows support. You've got a virus on your computer and this and that. I'm like, oh, really? And then I act like I'm all scared and everything. They're like, yes, please sign on to this website. I'm like, okay. And then I just act like I'm tapping on my keyboard. I'm like, wait, hold on, hold on. And like make them like wait a really long time. And I just like screw around with them. And they think they're going to catch me, but I know all the whole time that they're just trying to scam and like get access to my computer.
Oh
And then
yeah,
I just like say something really mean and rude to them. Sabrina says, Laura, you need to look at some Temu videos and see how much of discount people get for the kind of things you like. That's a good idea. I should. Susan says, I have most of the tubes made for the front too. Ooh, you're almost done. You're getting done. I want Temu's little wash machine for $5. I keep seeing that. That'd be great
yeah. I
for,
want
especially
that
like if
too.
you went on a trip, and you want to, if you need to wash
Yeah.
something. Sabrina says, I have a hacker or hackers that have stolen Amazon cards people have sent to my email, and I've never got them, but they were sent to me from winning prizes from channels, so I lost it a lot. Oh, that's good to know. I won't be doing that for anybody then. I need to change my password, but I'm afraid I will forget it or lose it. Oh, that was great,
That's why you
Cammy.
get one of these.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. The Gooseberry Patch. I used to always get the Gooseberry Patch catalogs. I love those catalogs.
Yeah. And then I've got an iPhone, so you can act in your settings. There's a thing called passwords, and you can put them in there.
Or
So
I just do it with the face recognition. So I just hold up to my face. So that way I just
yeah.
open.
Speaking of which,
Hmm.
I've got one password I need to update. Well, I said it.
Kim says, yes, Laura, my husband fell for that just a few months ago. Oh, really? He did? Oh, no. I hope they didn't get access to anything. That's crazy.
Actually,
AOL.
yeah, I actually seen this one. It was a police officer, and they had actually called her at work to
Oh,
spam
really?
her, and she's sitting there saying, oh really, you know, tell me this, blah blah blah, and he's like, ma'am, you need to tell me, tell me, you need to tell me. She goes, they were asking about her number, and she goes, I'm not giving that out. And he's like, you need to, and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm in your system. If you're calling and I'm in your system, you need to tell me what my information is because I'm not giving it out.
Yeah, exactly. If you know so much, then you should know, right?
Right.
Susan says, I blew a duck collar into the phone once to a spam caller. That's funny. There's a guy that's on YouTube that always does like little tricks to spam callers and stuff like that. And he like investigates them and he tries to bust them out and so find out their identities
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff. Let's see here. Elizabeth says, I need someone that will shop Temu and just tell me what to buy. I don't like looking online at stuff because I'm on the computer all day at work. I need a personal shopper so I can pay to shop for me. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I'll volunteer. Sabrina says, Cami, I lose everything. I'll hide something and I forget where I put something, or I think I put it in a safe place and I forget where I put it. I do that too. Susan says, right, Kim? I thought it was a great deal. Yes. Thank you,
And then
Rita,
this
for the
one lady
super
on
sticker. I appreciate that, Rita. This is for you, Rita. You are awesome. Let me find what I want here. You are awesome.
so this lady
Thank
on
you so much,
face,
Rita.
Facebook,
Go ahead.
she, she didn't know her the number to her house phone, and she kept getting these spam calls, and she'd answer the phone and go, Frank's mortuary, yesterday's sausage, yesterday's blood is today's sauce. How may I help you? What can I get started for you? Click. And I say, I'm going to do that. I say, I'm so going to do that. And I never do.
That is hilarious. Sabrina says, even the telemarketers are so inventive to trick people for their info or answers or yes to them. Yes, be wary. Yes, and they like to prey on the elderly too. So that worries me as well. And Kim says, Sabrina, I forget just like you. Elizabeth says, Laura, I'm serious. I would totally pay. It's worth it. That's awesome. Well, if I ever get any free time, I will let you know and I could be your personal Temu shopper. And Susan's laughing. Donna says, way back when the scammers first started, they got me with the computer scam. I had to have my drive wiped. Thankfully, none of my important info was on it. Oh, wow. How scary. And Sabrina says, Kim, I'm glad to hear I'm not alone.
Now, like
Thank
my
you so
computer
much again.
stuff, if I get something, if it says something, I go straight to my mom and say, if it's actually up and running, I say, Mom, come here. I need you to look at something on my computer.
Yeah,
So, and she'll tell me, like that. But, like calls, like an 800 number, I don't even answer those.
I don't either. Susan says, I used to answer my phone, Owen Police Department. That's a good idea. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Well, I think I'm going to go. My arm's starting to get tired from holding onto my mouse. So I'm going to sign off. But thank you for coming up, Cami. I really
You're
appreciate it. It
welcome.
was good to see you. It's been a while since you've been up.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming up. And thank you everybody for coming in and for being here and spending your day with me. I'll be back Friday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And thank you everybody for the super chats and for Jennifer for joining my membership. So with that being said, have a great day, everybody. Bye, Cami. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.